about, like what if someone has that legendary in their inventory and they leave the guild, what do we do? What if someone has it, how do you find out who in the guild has it? Like then do we have to create a legendary UI for the guild to kind of see who has the legendary right now? And when we kind of dove down into it, our feeling was that it was kind of a little bit more complicated than what it was worth for what you got out of it. That's why we're kind of looking to the guild system to help people feel like they're able to, because what you're kind of getting at there is you want everyone to work together as a group, right? And all reap the benefits of something. And I think that's exactly what you're going to see with the new guild system stuff. There's rewards, perks, spells, abilities, all kinds of things that you can get that the whole guild gets to share in, not just one person. But to your exact question specifically, for the time being in the future, most likely legendaries will still be for one individual person.
We have enough time for about 1 or 2 more questions.
That was good. That's right.
All right, I just figured I would ask about common fear of many 25-man raiding guilds. It's very common knowledge that a lot of people don't necessarily agree with their 10-man structure idea, but they do fear the reward system for actually doing 25-man raids. One of the things they worry about is it looks like on what I saw on your live raids that were already shown that it's about 5 epics per boss in a 25-man and 2 epics per boss in a 10-man. That's the same ratio of loot per person. What I remember hearing was that it was originally supposed to have more loot per person for a 25-man raid. Is that something that we're looking at?
We actually still do award more justice points in a 25-person raid than you get in a 10-person raid. So, but you're talking about with the loot individually, but you end up buying the items that you want with justice points. And so those end up getting more in those individual raids than you do in a 10-man.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm looking for some clarification. Let's say yesterday you started a new instance and you downed 2 bosses. And then the next day you join a fresh raid. And can you join that instance to begin with, or do they need to kill those 2 bosses first?
You're saying you killed those 2 bosses?
Right, with like a pug or something, and then you want to join a guild raid tomorrow.
The way it works is you can only ever kill those bosses one time. So if you join another raid, let's say if they've killed those 2 bosses, then you can join them right away. But you wouldn't be able to join a raid if those bosses were up because you've already killed them at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all the time we have today. Please, let's give a round of applause for our panelists.
Thanks, everyone.
BlizzCon 2010 continues here exclusively on